I'm Sarah Pagani with KENS 5 News Now. Overnight, a sad scene on the west side. A man watches his childhood home burn to the ground.
All your childhood memories, in one house for 21 years, and then you see this horrific fire. Yeah, it's probably going to hit me a little bit later.
Anthony Davis says this was a home he grew up in on Stagecoach Lane near Highway 90. He lives next door now and told us the house was empty when the fire sparked around 5 this morning because the people who own it are renovating it. Firefighters put out the fire and said there was extensive damage inside. A new twist in the trial of 3 San Antonio police officers charged in the shooting death of a woman. A new judge will preside over the trial. The original judge, Stephanie Boyd, was removed from the case after attorneys from both sides accused her of fast-tracking the trial. Former officers Eleazar Alejandro, Alfred Flores, and Nathaniel Villalobos are accused of shooting Melissa Perez last June as she was reportedly having a mental health episode. The trial was set to begin this week, but with the changes, both sides now have more time to prepare, and attorneys will meet with the new judge and set a new schedule. The fight between Southwest Airlines and the San Antonio airport is reaching new heights. The airline has filed a federal lawsuit against the city of San Antonio. Southwest is the largest airline operating at the San Antonio International Airport. Because of that, they've been trying to move into a larger space and wanted to be in a new terminal currently being built. However, according to an internal memo that KENS 5 obtained, city leadership decided to keep Southwest in Terminal A and agreed to instead increase upgrades for the area from $200 to $300 million. However, Southwest did not accept that deal, and in the lawsuit, the airline accuses the city of violating the Airline Deregulation Act. It claims the airport illegally considered factors like service and airline routes when it allocated terminal space. The lawsuit hopes to stop the city from entering lease agreements with 7 other airlines. 3 people are dead, rescues are underway, and there is widespread destruction after Helene made landfall in Florida as a Category 4 hurricane late Thursday night. Although it has now weakened to a tropical storm, torrential rains and ferocious winds have caused widespread damage to homes and infrastructure. At least 14 areas in Florida, North Carolina, and South Carolina have recorded rainfall totals of 9 inches ahead of Helene's landfall. And you got to check this out in Atlanta. Helene's floodwaters trapped residents at an apartment complex. First responders had to use boats to rescue people. Residents say the storm was a whole lot worse than they expected it, with rising floodwaters flooding their homes and cars. A man was taken into custody in the deadly shooting of a young woman who was shot to death at a rave. Investigators arrested 20-year-old Jonathan Areola, who's accused of unleashing gunfire on a building back in March at a takeover party inside of an abandoned dance hall. Investigators say Areola was kicked out after getting into a fight with people. Then he and his friends drove up to the place and opened fire. 21-year-old Desiree Rivera was shot in the head. The sheriff says a partygoer filmed Desiree as she died.
On text exchanges, this suspect at one point actually physically did see pictures or video of what he had done to this young lady.
A 29-year-old man was also hurt. Areola is charged with murder, and we're told more arrests are expected. The people who organized the rave could also face charges. The viral door kick challenge on TikTok has reached San Antonio, and it's exactly what it sounds like, and it's scaring a lot of people. Kids are trying to kick in strangers' front doors, then running away. Check out the surveillance video here shared with KENS 5. These kids are kicking the doors so hard, they're breaking the door frame. A woman in Leon Valley told us her home was hit 4 times.
I was right there in the living room, and that's when I literally thought they were coming in the doors. Can I get to the kitchen quick enough for a knife, or do I just reach over and get the gun?
So police across the nation are calling this trend dumb and dangerous, and police in Minnesota are telling parents everywhere to talk with their children about the potential consequences of this challenge. They also suggest monitoring your child's social media. Well, it would not be Halloween in San Antonio without neighborhood yards decorated in silver and black, of course, showing off a Spurs spirit. Take a look. Vincent Hearn took this 10-foot alien Halloween decoration from Costco and slapped a Victor Wembanyama San Antonio Spurs jersey on it, and he appropriately named his creation Victor El Alien. This is awesome, Maggie.
I love it too. Super tall, that's on par, right? Okay, so here's your hour-by-hour forecast. We've got sunshine on tap, no rain for the next 14 days. It's going to be a great one, Sarah.
All right, Maggie, thank you. And that's Skins 5 News Now. I'm Sarah Frugani.